this question, I would like to start with pan-Islamism. So, this is an example from the ideasevolve.com. So, for pan-Islamism, it is stated in early Islamic texts and in the Quran itself that Muslims all over the world are a part of a whole. So, this means that with early Islamic texts, we can see that the idea of pan-Islamism has been around for centuries, but it has only grown in the 19th century with Jamal al-Din al-Afghani. So, from those Islamic texts and the Quran itself, it states that God has divided people into different distinct groups in order to preserve their identity. So, pan-Islamism are not against the idea of differences, but they are for the idea that all Muslims should be a united community. So next is with democracy. So for a country, for democracy to work, a country needs nationalism. Why? Because democracy uses the people's power. And if the people doesn't have a sense of nationalism or the sense of wanting a country to grow, they will never be able to grow as a country. So because the country with democracy is based on what the people want, and what the people wants, what the people gets. And with communism and socialism, I'll start with socialism first. So this is from worldsocialism.com. So in socialism, everything is shared. Everything is, it's called social ownership. So the people tend to think not only for themselves, but for others too. So like stated before, that socialism believes that what the people do to a country, it's what they get in return. So in order for them to be able to work with socialism, they need to be able to think about others first and then think about themselves. This creates a sense of togetherness in the country itself. And communism, since everything is publicly owned, so it's a lot of communist countries are heavily censored. So they also have a lot of propaganda, which means that in the mind of the people of communist countries, they do everything for their country. So this causes a high amount of nationalism. But sometimes it is a blind nationalism, as in like they will protect their country no matter what. So I guess that's all for